my background has been predominantly startups. I've been part of and a survivor of 6 startups. In the traditional sense, so 2 of them were in Silicon Valley, 4 of them were here in the Philly and Princeton region. Raise some angel money, maybe get some Ben Franklin money, get some venture capital, maybe take them public. 3 of them, I think we took public. Run into some hard times, sell it to someone, and go on to the next. So I've been a survivor of that. And then I had an opportunity when I was, after a couple of startups that I couldn't raise money for, I said, all right, well, let me do something different. And this telecommunication company in Bucks County said, look, well, we need someone to help innovate us because we've been in business for 20 years. The market has changed. We haven't. What are we going to do? So I joined them as their chief innovation officer, and new culture, new team, new building, new technology, doubled revenues, quadrupled profits. It got really exciting. But it's still a relatively small company, so it's like, all right, well, I was in it for 4 years. It's like, well, I'm not, I got to give it back to the founder. He's got to run it. So what am I going to do? So I was thinking about what to do next, and at this time I was looking at all of the accelerators that were popping up. And Fred Wilson at a conference in New York made the comment, you can't turn the corner without bumping into a new accelerator. And that bothered me because I felt the accelerators weren't putting out good products. We were creating all of these startups that had no right to start up, that had no business models, that had no money, that had no ability to raise money, and no ability to create jobs. At the same time, I saw our economy was creating entrepreneurs out of necessity. They were unemployed, they were underemployed, they no longer trusted the government or corporate America to take care of them. So they started building lifestyle companies. Not things that they wanted angel money for, not things that they wanted to exit, but things that they wanted to build for the rest of their careers. And I realized the accelerators aren't helping them, especially since a lot of these entrepreneurs are not 20-somethings right out of school. They needed more nurturing. They weren't hanging out at the Philly Tech meetups or the PSL, right? They were just heads down, trying to survive and hoping to grow a lifestyle business out of it. And I said, well, let me build something that helps them. The government's not helping them. The tech community, the entrepreneurial startup community really doesn't help them. So I went to Gary, who owned VSE, who I'd worked with for 5 years, the telecommunications company, Voice Systems Engineering, and I said, look, you've always wanted to diversify your portfolio. I want to go and find a different caliber of startups. So let's incubate them. And Novotorium was born out of that. Gary said, great. He gave us the funding. He gave us the space. Our goal is in 3 to 5 years to build a portfolio of minority investments in operating entities. So it'll all be in one place. Companies that are growing organically, that are that have the ability to sustain themselves, become profitable, and create jobs.